Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. I'm gonna be dropping these back to back, right? So if you've been tuned in or if you've been tapped in from the very first video I dropped today, appreciate you. This is another analysis on AUDJPY. Remember, I told you guys if you didn't watch the video, I'm gonna put the video at the end of this video for you to go back to it and understand why I really like trading this pair specifically. And yeah, I'm just gonna break it down for you for the week and see how the week is really looking. But before I do that, as a bonus to appreciate you guys, the ones who are sticking with me throughout. If you've been watching the video from you've been watching all the videos that I just posted today just to get you prepared for the week. I did the GBP/USD analysis. I did the gold analysis. I also did I'm about to do the AUDJPY analysis for the week. But as a bonus, let's look at the DXY, right? Let's look at the DXY real quick to see what we have and what the dollars. I mean, it's already analyzed. I want to make all these videos short, guys. So I'm not gonna start by analyzing DXY now. It's already analyzed, So I'm just gonna show you how my DXY is looking, right? This is how my DXY is looking. So, which looks like a pattern, right? This looks like a bearish pattern, looking like the DXY is gonna drop even further going forward. It's just a matter of time, right? Excuse me. To get into the integrities and everything, that's how my DXY looks. I mean, my analysis are pretty much the same across all the pairs and all the instruments that I analyze. As you can see, the most recent wave is this one, and it was broken and retested another way as well. Like, this is literally the opposite, or like the total mirror of what GBP/USD and gold are looking like. So if you do this right here, wait, nope. There's this thing I want to show you guys. I know. Is it out? Okay. See, guys, there's a trick. I know most of you probably know it, but as soon as you press your Alt button, hold it, and press I, your chart is gonna flip. See, it's still DXY, but now it's just flipped, right? And if you look at it, it really looks like the GBP/USD and the gold, right? Right? So if you look at it, it's the same thing. It really is the same thing. Looking bearish and everything when you flip it. And it and look, let's take it back to the normal. See, this is the normal version. So I don't want this to be long, so I'm just gonna be quick. So higher high, higher low created and everything. This is the uptrend, but then the uptrend got to an end right here by the red line. From there, the price has been dropping heavily, right? Higher low was not holding. It was broken, got retested, price went down to create a lower low. Price came back again to try and, retest this level right here as the previous higher low. It was in retest, it dropped from there. And on a small scale, on a small time frame, on a small scale, it created another downtrend. Inside of the overall downtrend, there's another downtrend, just like how with the GBP/USD and the gold, an overall bullish trend, there was another bullish trend inside. Like, it's the same thing, same principles, guys. So lower low here, lower high here, lower high got broken, meaning now it's bullish, right? Meaning now it's bullish, but there's levels that are holding in the markets. I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me, like this lower low right here. Let me clone it real quick. This lower low right here. Let's remove the borders so that they are different from the ones of the, you know, the overall, or the bigger one, the bigger trend, right? This is what I see, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So this lower low right here seems to be holding, seem to have so much significance. See, even when you stretch it to the left hand side, it was a support, it was broken, a little bit of resistance, it was broken, price came back, support, and then broken, and then now a retest, and then it looks like it looks important. Clearly, it's very significant because price does something whenever it gets to this level. So when you go to the 4 hour, this is how it looks, right? This lower low is holding for some reason. This is the most recent one. That's the first one. This is the most recent one, right? Which was really broken. Which was broken, and price seemed to be very bullish. Broke, retested, went up, but then this level is so strong, price started reversing, right? And from the moment price started going to the upside, you must check what it did here, right? This is an overall lower low in the grand scheme of things, right? This is a lower low if you're looking at this wave. When you're looking at this wave, right? This is the wave you're looking for. And I'm thinking another wave of this sort or of this caliber is forming right here, though, right? Even though I'm not as convinced because this lower low was not broken, right? If you look closely, you see this low right here was not broken. It was barely broken, and after price got to this level, it consolidated, right? It was ranging in between support and resistance, broke out, retested so clean, and went up, right? Bullish. But then we know the story. This lower low, been holding. It's been holding. So we have a trend, right? We have a trend, the bullish that broke out of the bullish pressure that broke out of the consolidation range, and the lower high created a trend, right? And it respected it. There was a first touch here, first touch, second touch. Trust me, there's a touch right there. See, there's a touch right here. Don't play. But then the third touch got a little bit too messy, as we can all see, right? It got a little bit too messy, which might be justified by this price level right here. This price level justifies why price would just reverse from here and disrespect the uptrend, right? And by the looks of things, price broke out, right? It could have been a clean fake out, really. This candle broke out, and then a bullish candle canceled the whole candle. So this movement right here is canceled, or like it's you know, if we're being honest, it doesn't count because it was canceled out instantly. Let's make it white, then like let's cover it up so that you can see. See, you see. So despite the attempted fake out, the price is still way out of the trend line, the bullish trend line, showing so much disrespect to the uptrend line or the bullish trend line, right? So in this case, I'm not gonna lie to you, the market is looking very You know, it's looking like it's about to disrespect the trend line and at least come back to this lower, you know, come back to this lower high right here because it's over with for the line, right? Let's go to the 1 hour. See, this is how the 1 hour is looking. Price seems to be respecting this line instead. Let's make it red because now it's it's bearish, right? First touch, second touch, third touch, all respected. But now because I'm analyzing in real time, I might be wrong, right? But then let's just account for each and every touch. First touch, second touch, third touch. The third touch was even like, do you understand how the third touch is looking right now? The third touch is saying the sellers are too strong. We can't even get a full, you understand? It rejected way before it even got there, right? Like it showed that okay, the buyers can go up, the manipulation happened and everything, but then it rejected. The rejection should tell you everything you need to know, right? So right now, I'm not gonna lie, the DXY is looking bearish because if guys, but look at the 30 minutes. This is looking like a good break and retest. This might be even like this is looking, this is so bearish, guys. If you can't see it already, like I don't know. You understand? This is what I'm seeing. So, well, I might be wrong, but if I'm saying the DXY is bearish, it makes sense for my GBP USD and gold to be bullish, right? Because look at this also. I know I said this is going to be an AUD. This was supposed to be a bonus, a quick in and out, a quick brief, but it turned out to be a full video. This is what I'm expecting. I mean, overall, it's an uptrend, right? Overall, it's an uptrend. The lower high was broken and everything, and a higher high and higher low were created here. Clean, clear to see. Clear to see. Clear to see. You can see that, right? Higher low, higher high, clear to see. So the bullish trend is holding until this is broken. But right now, we're seeing early signals of the DXY potentially going bearish because from this high it made here, it's been creating higher lows and higher highs. And the previous wave is this one. Higher, no, lower high. Sorry. This is the previous wave right here. This is the lower high that's holding right now. This is the lower low. Lower low. So let's look closely. I mean, as soon as this line is broken, the blue line is broken, we know that our bearish sentiment is destroyed because the higher low, I mean the lower high is broken, right? And this might also be a potential lower high, but then it won't be validated until this low is broken. So the red lower high and the red lower low is like the current holding wave. And as soon as it gets broken right here, we know that, okay, the DXY is actually still going up, right? So for now, I have a little bit of bearish sentiment, but let's watch what the market does. Let's watch what the market does going forward. Let's get into AUDJPY real quick. Just looking so bullish. So I'm just gonna do a quick analysis. We all know how it goes by now, right? So let's do it quickly. Let's make it quick. This was not supposed to be a long video at all. So we've established that there was a down from here to here. There was a downtrend that was later reversed on the other side of the line, right? So right, downtrend. And this downtrend, let's look out for the previous or the most recent wave it made. Lower high. This one is super clear, guys. This is how I analyze everything, guys. So if you have a different way that works for you, that's perfect. Stick to it because you're building momentum and you're building data, strong data. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, especially if it's working, so don't mistake you not following your rules for trading not working out for you. Make sure that you're doing everything that you're supposed to do first and you're following your rules before you think there's something wrong with you. Right. So obviously lower high broken and price has been bullish ever since. Right. Let's label our high. Excuse me. It's also market because it looks like it has some significance. Be very okay. This is our wave, right? So as long as this higher low is holding, we are good. As long as this higher low is holding right here, we are good. We're still bullish. The overall trend is bullish. The overall trend is bullish. Just a reminder, no matter what you do, you remember that the overall trend is bullish. This is the highest high so far. There's also market. Right. Right. The markets are looking healthy. The bullish trend is looking healthy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Let's get down to 1 day or day, the daily chart. See, very clean. Very, very, very clean. But then not because we're looking for an entry or we're looking for opportunities, we zoom in a little bit and we see what we have. We see what we have here, how we can catch some moves this week. Is this a wave? We have another wave. We have another wave. Higher high. Remember, I told you, man, the waves gotta make sense in terms of size. We can't be accounting for each and every part that I just do. We can't just account for each and every wave that we see. We just have to pick a size that we're moving with and just keep it that way. See? And there's a wave too. This is another wave. This might be the most recent wave we've had because it's valid. The high was broken. This high was broken right here. So this is the wave. Let me mark the wave. Let me mark the wave real quick. Mark the wave real quick. Oh yeah. High, low, higher, high. Perfect. Perfect. Right? That's the wave. I mean, I'm not a fan of just drawing a bunch of horizontal lines. I'm just like, I only draw lines for areas that are so significant that you can't ignore, right? And another thing let's try and see. I mean, the higher low was broken, meaning the uptrend was invalidated, right? The smaller one, the inside one, right? But, well, not at this point. I'm not even gonna lie. At this point, the entire trend. At this point, the entire trend seems to be very disrespected. What am I saying? This is still the daily time frame. This is the daily time frame. This is the daily time frame. And the high low has been disrespected so many times. So let's see what we're working with. Let's see what we're working with. Are we in a downtrend? Talk to me. Are we in a downtrend? Are we in a downtrend? This is still the daily. That's what blows my mind. This is the most recent, like in the grand scheme of things, lower high. In the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme of things, we are in a downtrend. Really, if we're really following our principles. Because higher low was broken to the downside, and the lower high was created. This lower high is only valid because this lower low was broken. Right? This lower low was broken. Let me mark it. See? This lower low was broken. So this is a lower high, valid. We cannot deny it. Right? So even though the lower low was barely broken, do we say we are in a downtrend? Or we wait? I mean, by definition, we are really in a downtrend. Let's see if now now look at that. Look at that. Look at that right there. What do we have? We have a downtrend by definition, of which the trend line has been broken, retested to the upside. What do we now have? What do we now have, fellas? I mean, this lower high is very important because as long as it's holding, we're still in a downtrend. Let's follow our principles throughout, guys. Let's not hop onto things that you don't know and understand. According to our understanding and how we've been analyzing from the first video, we're in a downtrend, right? And we're gonna be in a downtrend up until this line right here. Let me make it red. Is broken, right? Until this line is broken. So I might have to change. I might have to change this. I might have to change this. It's bearish. We've all agreed. Comment down below. Comment down below. I mean, we are sensing bullish qualities a little bit, especially because of the breakout that we've had of this line. This line that seems to be so strong and it's been respected. Now it has been broken, right? And a clean retest was made, by the way. A clean retest was made. A clean retest was made on the line, right? And higher lows and higher highs have been forming ever since. Right? Higher, this high is this low is higher than this one. This is a lower, this is a higher low, right? Higher low, higher low. Even though like there's no defined, there's no defined clean wave, but then we can see that the buyers are pushing. The buyers are really pushing at this point, right? So as long as this line is still holding the red line and the lower high, we're still in the downtrend. But then we get all that. The aim is not to be wrong and to know what's happening. The aim is to get an opportunity and enter and make money out of it, right? So let's go down to the 4-hour and see the what's really happening, right? And see what's really happening. For now, let me just join the lows and see what we can come up with. I'm gonna just join the lows real quick. I just join the lows real quick. Yeah. Okay. Let me remove this one here, or let me just leave it at the daily. You don't want to see it here. And that one out. I want to have clean charts, right? I mean, also this, you cannot sleep on this level either. You follow me? You cannot sleep on this level. Let me just, excuse me. We cannot sleep on this level, man. Very important. Let me highlight it, like, and make it bold so that you can see it. Very important level, right? So we have the overall trend right now. Ever since the low was made, the new low was made, is very wide. But then we have another one on the inside. See the uptrend on the inside and all the touches. So price has only made 2 touches on both. One, 2, right? 2. See, now we try and see what the market is really trying to do. Now we try and see what the market is really trying to do, because there is no wave, there is no, like, the market is really all over the place. This high was made, a higher low was made, but then this high didn't break the other one or the previous one, this one, right? And then it dropped, made a higher low, but then now the high didn't break. Well, it broke this one. The high that was made after this higher low broke this one, but then still didn't break this one right here. See, it got to the same level as this one and reversed same time. So the sentiment is a bit all over the place right now. We don't know what the sentiment is. We don't know how. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. Because higher lows have been made, but then the highs are inconsistent. The higher lows are consistent, but the highs are not consistent. So what do you think this is? What do you guys think? Because we can cater for each and every trend. Because that's what I do when I try to figure stuff out in the market. This was a fake out, clearly. Second touch. Third touch. Valid. This is a valid third touch. It's just, it was a fake out. Got a lot of sellers, including myself, not gonna lie. Huge loss, but it was well managed, right? All right. So we are still bullish. But then my question is, what do you think is gonna happen? What do you think is gonna happen? Let's go to the 1 hour. I mean, if you don't see any opportunities this week, we can just leave it alone. We can just leave AUDJPY, because this is one pair you don't want to get wrong. because when you are right, you can really ride, the move to wherever, to the target, right? So you really want to get it right. You want to get your entry right and everything. So what I suggest is that we just wait and see, man, because right now there's nothing we can really do. Right now, there's nothing we can really do. Let's wait and see what our price does when it gets to this level, because it's still looking bullish. I mean, you can still place your buys until this level right here. See the reaction to this level, which happens to be a high that was previously made, right? Which happens also to be where did you get a higher low of the overall or the reversed uptrend. Remember, now we're on a bearish trend that is also trying to reverse into it's confusing. I know, but then it's gonna be a bearish trend up until this line is broken right here, but then this line, this long line here that you see these blocks on, and the previous high that was made, this is the previous higher low, guys, of the uptrend that was reversed by definition, right? This is the higher low. So let's see the reaction. I mean, if price respects this pattern that we have here, which I think I'm just forcing, price will just drop from here, right? Or make a new high, have a touch on this pattern to make a new high, which would justify a third touch on this line to go to the upside and break the lower high. You see, so my job, I hate it when I try to predict and do all that, because I know I'm very wrong for that. Our job is just to predict. No, sorry, our job is just to react. So at this point, let's just wait. Let's just wait and see what the market is trying to do, because let me see, if it's trying to make new highs, it can confidently do that by having the third touch here. And that third touch will justify the higher high. I mean the higher, the third touch on this trend line right here. This one is too wide. Let's get rid of it for now. So 1, 2, but then on the inside there's 3. See, so if another high is made, we know that the drop is gonna be until the third touch and probably continue to the upside and break the lower high, right? But then if now the market is not planning on reversing the trend, because remember, it's like, even though it's hard to understand that this is a bearish trend, it still is a bearish trend, right? Up until this line is broken. So even if price creates a double top right here, it means we are selling. We're continuing to the downside, right? And then we'll wait for the reaction when price gets to this line now for the potential third touch. It might be a third touch. It might be a breakout, and then we continue to the downside. You understand? So it's all about waiting. Wait for price to get there and see what it does. If it's giving out bearish qualities, we enter sales until this line right here. This will be our target. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for staying until this part of the video. I really appreciate you guys. I know I talk a lot because I try to really put every observation and put every experience I've had into words, and I try to, whenever I see something, I cannot just ignore it and act like I don't see it, even though it might be difficult for me sometimes to really explain it, put it into words that you can understand. But the beauty about the markets is that we can express how we feel by just, you know, analyzing and drawing lines and everything. And now we understand each other based off what I have on the screen right now. See, based off the, you know, based off the analysis, you understand. So I appreciate you for staying until this part of the video. I really appreciate it. Let's just wait and see. I'm gonna drop an update video Thursday evening. I mean Wednesday evening, the latest in South African time. I don't know wherever you are. When you're watching this, you can just convert that and set a reminder. But yeah, just subscribe and click on your post notification so that whenever I drop, you are notified. So yeah, thank you very much. Please like, subscribe. Let's grow together. And remember, practice patience. Otherwise, you're going to give your money to those who are patient. Peace out.